If I was an appointment setter looking to make my first 10K per month, this is exactly what I would do in order to get past 6 figures a year in 2024. My first business was actually an appointment setting agency. It took me from working a 9 to 5, making 2K per month to a year later, or actually 6 to 7 months later after quitting my job, I started making $30,000 per month with the appointment setting skills that I had acquired. Now, we've all seen this trend in 2022 and 2023 where everybody was being sold and is still being sold this opportunity of remote setting. They're telling you that, hey, you can make 3K, 5K, 8K per month working from everywhere, anywhere in the world. And unfortunately, we all know that everybody who's being sold into these programs has yet to even get a job. And in this video, I actually want to talk about this side of this opportunity that not everybody's talking about, which is everybody's telling you that you can go and make money working from anywhere from your phone, but they're not telling you about how hard it is to actually get a job. Have you ever wondered why everyone who's selling these remote setting programs is offering free placement into businesses and still struggling to place the people that they sold this opportunity to? Okay, what I mean by that is you have people out here, okay, and you have middlemen who are creating these programs telling you that, hey, if you acquire this skill and becoming a setter, you can go and work for businesses and make 5 to 10K per month as a remote setter. But what's happening is that they're mainly monetizing you, but they're not monetizing this other thing, which is I'll place you into a business. They're not able to monetize this because it's already hard enough to find a business that actually wants you and can leverage you to the fullest extent. And that's why that should be the first red flag. How come? Because for me, I run an actual recruitment and placement business where I place 60 to 100 setters a month in businesses, but I also make almost $500,000 a month. Before I tell you how to make your first 10K per month, I actually got to tell you as to why it's hard for you to be able to earn 10K per month as a simple setter. The first one is the fact that there aren't enough good offers to set for. If you look at the current space and the current market and try to find great businesses that have great services and products that you can appointment set for, there aren't enough. There are a lot of people who are trying to scale businesses, but their offers, their services are pretty shit. That means that if you are a setter, or if people are training hundreds and thousands, if not millions of setters every year, well, where are you guys all gonna be setting? What are you guys gonna be setting for? There aren't enough offers for you to set. That's the first issue. If there are not enough offers for you guys to be able to set for, then the problems becomes that even if you're scaled perfectly at appointment setting, there aren't enough demand for your skills. It's just that simple. That's problem number one. Demand is an issue. Now, the demand is not that your skills isn't important. The issue is that there aren't enough supply of offers for you to be in demand, if that makes sense. Okay, that's problem number one. Problem number two is only a tiny percentage of businesses have enough traffic for you to do inbound setting. I've seen that a lot of people are going through these remote setting programs. They're being taught as to how to manage DMs or how to do inbound, like triaging outbound to leads that are coming in. But that's the issue. How many businesses do you guys think have the budget on ad to be able to acquire that much traffic? How many businesses do you guys think are out there who put out enough content for them to be able to generate enough traffic every day, enough lead flow for them to build a team of 5, 10, 15 plus setters? There aren't that many businesses with that much traffic. If you know the Pareto principles, 20% of businesses get 80% of the traffic, and 80% of the businesses have to fight over 20% of the traffic. So that's problem number two. Businesses don't have enough traffic. There aren't enough businesses out there with enough traffic for you to be working on. Problem number two. Problem number three is the sales process. Most businesses don't have a dialed in sales process. They don't have a consistent way, a predictable way of turning attention into money. They don't have a way to get attention, turn it into leads, and leads into appointments, and appointments into show-ups, and show-ups into closed deals. Now, the reason why this is a problem for you is because you're just a piece of the puzzle. If the puzzle isn't developed enough, then you yourself will not be able to contribute as much value to the organization because the system is not developed yet. You know, you probably watching this have experienced this where you think that you're a great setter, but when you go into work into this company or a few companies, you realize that everything is in shambles, everything is broken, nothing is into place. So no matter how hard you work, your contribution isn't as good. And it's not your fault. It's just the fact that most businesses aren't good, all right? So that's problem number three. If a business sales process is not dialed in, then no matter how good you think you are, you will never actually be able to get good enough and to contribute enough for you to be able to earn $10,000 per month. With these three problems, we come down to the last conclusion, which is if most businesses don't have good offers, if they don't have traffic, enough attention, enough lead flow, And if they don't have a consistent way of converting leads into appointments, into show-ups, then no matter how good you become, no matter how great your potential is, you're not going to be able to make $10,000 per month. It's just that simple. And just like anything multiplied by zero is zero, that's what happens. No matter how great how skilled you are at appointment setting, if most businesses don't have these three things in place, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to make $10,000 a month. And that's it. It matters more what boat you're in than how hard you row. And this is the thing that most appointment setters need to understand. It's not about how good you are at appointment setting. I get hundreds and hundreds of DMs every month of people telling me, hey, I'm great. No, it's not that you're great. Because if you come and work with me, even if you're not that good, you're still going to be able to kill it because you're in a great boat. But most businesses are pretty shitty boats to be in. And that's why most setters will never be able to earn $10,000 a month. Now, let's discuss solution. Your number one solution is to simply find a business that has all of these three things in place. That have good offers, that have great traffic, and that have a predictable way of converting attention into money. Now, the issue is there's more supply of setters than there are supplies of businesses that need setters or that have all these three things in place. Now, solution number one is not going to be able to serve all of you guys because there are way more supply of setters than there are supply of businesses that have all these three things put in place, okay? So now, this means that we need another solution. And that solution for me is what I prefer, and this is what essentially took me from making 30K a year to making 30K per month, and that was controlling my own destiny. Just like I just said, all these businesses have all these problems, okay? Now, as an appointment setter, you can look at them and be like, oh my God, I'll never be able to make money because there aren't that many good offers out there. There aren't that many good businesses with great traffic. There aren't that many good businesses with a great sales process. I guess I'm doomed. No, that is not the case. This problem represents an opportunity. And this is the opportunity that I saw back in 2021 when I was just starting my agency, my online advertising agency. Now, how do you control your own destiny and control your own earning potential? The only solution, the only path to being able to achieve that is by becoming better and acquiring more skills. And that's essentially what I did in 2021. Become better yourself, acquire more skills, and become what I call a growth specialist, which will allow you to turn your obstacles into opportunity. That's what I did in 2020. What I noticed was that appointment setting was becoming commoditized. If there are millions of people who can do the same thing as you, then you're probably not going to be able to make a lot of money. So what I did was I noticed other problems and obstacles that my clients were facing. And what I did was master skills in order to solve those other obstacles. So I became really good at building offers. I became really good at generating attention and lead gen. I was already pretty good at appointment setting. What I also got really good at was designing the sales process, nurturing leads, getting people on sales calls, getting them to show up, and also helping my clients make sure that their sales scripts and how they sell is really dialed in. Those few skills that I stacked up on my scale of appointment setting helped me make my first 400 grand in a single year. And the year before that, I only took home $12,000 with my business. So I went from making $12,000 a year with my business to making 400 grand the year after because I stopped just being a commodity and just having a commoditized skill, which is appointment setting. And I just stacked other things. I became a growth specialist. The business could come to me and they would expect me to not just solve their appointment setting problems, but they would also help me solve end-to-end every single gap that they were facing in the business. And that's how I started making a lot of money. There are really a few stages to start and earn your first 10K per month, 20K per month, 30K a month, or even 40K per month as a growth specialist. And I want to walk you through these stages and these steps right now. Step number one is go find an entrepreneur with a great vision, with a great solution. That's one. You got to find someone who has a great solution. If you can't find that, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do much, okay? But when you do find that person, join their company as a growth specialist. What you want to do is help them with their positioning, help them design their sales process, help them build sales assets, nurturing assets, and then work as an appointment setter. Actually do the work. When you've done the work and when you've built SOPs and when you've documented how to take a lead and turn them into an appointment and get them to show up, then what I want you to do while still working in that business, you want to scale yourself. You want to hire people under you to do the work. I promise you that if you dial in their sales process, get leads to show up as appointments and get them closed, help their sales team close or help the founder close them. And then from there, you place talent or you hire VAs, or for me, I was hiring $3 an hour VAs. I would turn them into how to do things. And then when I place them in businesses, well, for you, you're going to place them under yourself because you're going to be working with one company. I promise you that the founder will be happy to pay you over 6 figures a year. That one single process. Find a good company, map out everything, do the work, prove that it works, all right? Then leverage yourself out of the doing and place setters under you. That will get you your first 10K per month. Step number 2, if you want to be making 20K to 30K per month as a growth specialist, then you will need to be even more leveraged. Now, leverage will come from you working with more clients instead of just working with one business. So what I would suggest is when you've made your first 6 figures per month and beyond, you want to take the protocol that you installed into this business and the process, the hiring, the training process. Then you want to go find 5 different businesses, maybe 10 different businesses, and then you want to work with them. Implement the same process that you did for that one business. You want to do a lot more done for you. You don't want to be getting to the side of consulting. You actually want to do the work with them, place the talent, manage the talent. What this will allow you to do is it will allow you to have 5, 10 businesses paying you 3, 5, 10K per month, and then you will be easily making 30K per month, 50K per month. But what you have to understand is you need to have done this as a growth specialist within a business before you go into this agency model where you're more leveraged, you have people under you, and you have more clients. That's how I made my first $40,000, $50,000 per month. I had a bunch of setters under me and I would place them in companies, done for you. We would do the outreach, we would do the appointment setting for them. And that's how I made my first yearly salary in a single month. That's step 2. Step 3, once you've mastered your craft, okay, and you're really dialed in, what you want to do, if you want to get to the point where you can earn $500,000 a month, $1 million a month, then you want to sell infrastructure. So as an agency owner, you're mainly selling done for you services on a retainer every single month. People pay you. But if you want more throughput of clients and be able to scale, you need even more leverage on your fulfillment. So for me, what I did was I went from selling done for you, selling my time and my team's time, and I would just build the framework, build people's offers, and build their appointment setting infrastructures within their businesses. It would take me 2 to 4 weeks to build everything, and I would do it for 25 to 35 businesses every single month. And my biggest month doing this was I made 600 grand in a single month in revenue, and I took home 500K in cash and profit. I profited over 250K in cash in a single month of doing this. So, but this is step 3. You don't want to go to this level before you've gone through doing the work in a company, then use that case study to go do it for more businesses. And then from there, once you want to scale faster, then you can do the growth creator model where you actually build and release infrastructures into businesses. That is so far the most scalable while still focused on client results model that I've yet to leverage. December 21st, I'm actually going to be doing an in-depth training for anyone who's looking to become a growth specialist and to stop being an appointment setter who is jobless. So if that's you, or maybe you're already working in a company and you want to acquire more skills so you can become more valuable for the marketplace and then command more price, then join me December 21st. I'm going to be sharing the skills that my growth team, my growth specialists have leveraged to make sense of me being able to pay them $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 in a single month, okay? And you know, you're not able to make that kind of money unless you're delivering great value to a business. So I'm going to be coming up with the list of skills that I believe that you can acquire that will make you way more invaluable than you currently are. If you don't want to be another setter in my DMs or in someone else's DM who's looking for a job and still unable to find a job, then it's your duty to click the link below, register for the Webby, and come and acquire the skills that you need to control your own destiny, okay? The only way to control how much you make is by becoming invaluable for the marketplace. And the only way you become invaluable is you have acquired so many skills and you stack them so much, insight skills, that when people see you and see what you can do for their business, they would rather pay you more money as to just not have you work for someone else. That's how good you need to become, okay? December 21st, I'm gonna be looking at all the skills that my growth team leverages in order for me to make sense of paying them 5, 10K per month so that you can also leverage the same, okay? So please click the link below, register, and then I'll see you December 21st. But guys, please, it's your duty to become more skilled and don't be just another setter, guys. Please, that's not how you make money. You make money because you're specialized.